Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Doing an announce here with Andy and pairing up with George. So George is about 5'9", so I know you're young, Andy, so trying to find someone around your size. George throws hard, 98. Here he comes out of leg lift. You see forward and down at the same rate. That's the first move that we're trying to create as we sit forward and down the same rate. You can see you're not sitting down much, and that's going to have a lot to do with your leg strength. So, learning squatting, deadlifting, clean pulling, all that, I'm going to guide you to in the beginner training. So we can start working on you being able to sit and get lower out of your leg lifts. Okay, but see, look at George here. That's a really optimal position when you get in. Also, too, he's counter-rotated, so you see the trunk is staying closed. And then as he opens, the back leg starts to push and drive. So you see the back foot coming off the rubber, going into landing here. Okay, so right here, coming off the rubber, hips coming around, and trunk is delayed. He's tight in trunk rotation and some of his hips, so he doesn't get crazy hip to shoulder separation, but it's still really good for how quickly and explosive he moves. You're going to see you going into landing, and I like the fact that you're pushing your toes off the rubber back here into landing, and because it's pushing your hips open. But the problem is it's not powerful enough, so your hips and shoulders are moving together. Now you're not in a separated position, so this is what we're working for. So for you to start learning separation stuff, go into the 3x crossover drills and just start. Those drills help you understand what it feels like to separate hips and shoulders. So start doing those as much as you can as well. And so here's the thing, when you have good hip shoulder separation and a good front leg, so watch his front leg really stabilize here. You see as the arm load, trunk moves out and arm quickly turns over. So you get this real early interrotation, as you can see here. With you're seeing late interrotation. So you're seeing your elbow pushing in front of your face. If George was doing that, if we go back here, if George ever got that far in front of his face, like you're way in front of your face here, that would blow his elbow out as hard as he throws. So the harder we throw, the more we have to separate, because if we're doing this at high velocities, we blow our arm out because it opens up the UCL. It separates the ulnar bone from the upper humerus, or the epicondyle, which is the tip of the humerus. It opens it up. That's where the UCL is when you do this. So the only way we can get this to turn over quicker, so yours is late, to get it to turn over quicker, is we have to go back and optimize what George is doing here so well, hit the shoulder separation. Now your front leg stays stable, but you didn't create a lot of power in your lower half. So it really comes down to you working on your leg strength and power, also applying some speed and agility work. If you feel like you have any tightness in your hips, do some hip mobility stuff, and really get the lower half to work, and then start training hip to shoulder separation, like with the crossover throws, the 3x bounce drills. Those are all great things to start right now.